Вау! Чарльз Нг или Чарльз Н. Его невероятная тачка и интервью специально для вас. Посмотрим, что такое Caterham, да? Помните, я в 2019 году снимал первый этап РДС, МРВ, это было в Москве. И приехал я в Москву тогда с Чарльзом Н, как его называют, Чарльз Нг. И Чарльз был тем человеком, который прокатил меня в боевом режиме на крутой трассе. Чарльз был тем человеком, который прокатил меня в Гонконге и показал, что такое гонконгский дрифт. Чарльз тот человек, который участвовал в китайском, тайском, японском и российском чемпионате по дрифту в прошлом 2019 году. И этот мега-позитивный классный парень живет в Гонконге. И, к сожалению, он не может поехать на первый этап соревнований РДС в России. Но он согласился встретиться со мной и показать его новую тачку. Поверьте, эта тачка стоит отдельного выпуска. А вот он. Вау! Вау! Look at you! Don't go too fast. I drive family car. Wow! Love is love. Love is love. Ребят, Чарльз по гонконговским меркам это очень правильный парень. Номера на его автомобиле начинаются на буквы NG. Ну, парень взял себе как бы номер с фамилией, нормально. Если посмотреть внимательно, у него на его Caterham'е очень узенькие колесики. Эти узенькие колесики ставятся на автомобиле Caterham с небольшими двигателями. Это приводит к тому, что машина едет быстро, ну, быстро, как бы, нормально быстро, вменяемо быстро. Но удовольствие, которое она дарит, незабываемо. То есть это картинг, немножко увеличенный в размере, который вот создан для того, чтобы дарить незабываемые ощущения каждый день. Ребят, Чарльз Нг или Чарльз Н, его невероятная тачка и интервью специально для вас. Чарльз, last year when we went to Moscow, no one in Russia couldn't even imagine that someone from Hong Kong will come and go to the podium overall and be the second.
And I missed one round too.
Yeah, I remember that. So, what is your expectation for this year?
Honestly, at first I was very excited about this year. I wanted to go and try to fight for the overall champion. But you know what happens? Everybody knows is. So nowadays I'm stuck in Hong Kong.
Look, you have experience of participating races everywhere. Mm-hmm. What do you think about Russia? I mean, like, why was it special, or was it special for you?
Honestly, I really enjoyed my time in Russia because I think drifting is still new. to a lot of Russians. And that's why the mechanics are very excited, especially when I get good results. They are very happy, jumping up and down, crying. It's quite sad because, you know, I'm in Russia, you know, being on the podium, winning championship and stuff. But in Hong Kong, there's no place for me to teach the next generation or, you know, to practice myself. So I'm always a little bit frustrated about this. And yeah, I hope someday there will be some kind of small racetrack in Hong Kong, but especially now we can't.
Who is the main enemy? Who is stopping the community and everyone to organize that?
I think it's just too much land, too little land in Hong Kong, so everything is so expensive. So if you were to build a racetrack in Hong Kong, I think it's not so profitable compared to making a residential area, right?
Why did you buy this car?
I was really amazed by the handling. It's super light. It's only 550 kilos without the driver and passenger, of course. So it handles like a go-kart. So you are pretty much driving a race car, but legally. So that's the feeling I want because I'm a racing driver. I want to be able to drive a race car every day, right? Okay. So now I'm legally driving a race car on the road every day. So that's a really big plus to me.
Can you open the hood?
Yeah. It's now it's still 100%.
Is it aluminum?
Yeah, it's just the cover. That's how you do it. See, this is the Ford 1.6. They call it Sigma engine. It's actually coming from maybe Ford Fiesta or Ford Focus. And as you can see, everything is still relatively stock. There was a heater here, but I took it out because in Hong Kong you really don't need a heater. Yeah. And so I bypassed the heater. Heater was going in there and coming out, so I just put a U and bypassed it. So these things you can really work on it yourself because the car is so simple. And,
which year is that?
This is actually 2013.
2013?
2013, but in Hong Kong it first got sold in 2016, so it was in the showroom for 3 years, I think. And the previous owner only drove about 5,000 kilo in 4 years. And so this is pretty much new. So good for me.
How much did you pay for it?
It's 350.
That's a good deal. That's a very good deal.
360. But yeah, it's my friend because I think when he bought it, it's close to 500. But he didn't drive it much, and for this price, it's good for Hong Kong. I think in the UK you can get it for like 250 or something. But you know, Hong Kong, everything is taxed.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I was thinking to go to UK to buy an old one. And to bring to Hong Kong, because if it's over 20 years, the tax is very low.
Yeah, but that one is different than this one because the old one, they use a Rover engine. Like, you know, Mini, Rover. Yeah. But this one, they use the Ford one, and I heard these ones are more sophisticated because of the ECU and everything newer style, so less likely to break, so it's good.
What's the engine power?
About 125, but
125.
Yeah, about 125.
So, I mean, like, it should be maybe 100 on wheels or less?
A little bit more than 100 on the wheels, but the thing is, you have to understand this car only weighs about 550 kilos. So, on a normal car, it weighs, even the 8.6.
That car weighs 2 tons.
Yeah, this is 4 times.
4 times.
So you times the horsepower by 4. Then it feels like the real horsepower if it was in that car. So it's about 500 horsepower.
But the engine consumption, the oil consumption, the gas consumption is nothing.
Pretty good. Because even I'm like every gear I use it to the maximum RPM, I still get like 7 liter per 100 kilometer, something like that.
You know, I put this car now to the no throttle mode. Just I don't open the throttle. And it's about 20 liters
per 100.
Yeah. On full throttle, it's, I don't know, 50, 60. And I literally feel like it's a lot of money.
Yeah, but
So for gasoline, it's
perfect. That's all I need.
tires are cheap.
Tires don't consume much because, well, these are really bad tires. Even with these tires, the car corners really well.
Because it's light.
Because it's light, because of the suspension, double wishbone suspension, it keeps the wheels on the ground at all the time without much camber change. So it's really good geometry. And also the weight distribution of the car. You're sitting in the almost near the rear axle. So it's not even 50-50, but it's more like 48-52. So the front is lighter than the rear. So it's really good traction. If you want to drift it, you need some good skills because otherwise the car will snap because it's too much. And which I managed to do it because I have some experience in drifting Porsche. It's not easy. You need to be very precise about your throttle position because once you're too much or too little, the car spins.
Yeah. I have two questions. Question number one, can I sit on that seat?
Please.
Question number two, can I sit on this seat?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Yeah, left foot first. But in the UK, there are a lot of big guys. They have this car.
I can. Actually, I can.
You have to wear like what do you call
Essex?
it? Converse or like a racing shoes.
Racing or running shoes,
Yeah.
as you do.
Yeah, like these ones.
Yeah. Ребят, у моего дедушки была Нива. Это была машина, которая напоминала мне человеку, который в то время жил в Польше, приезжал в СССР, молоток. Она была очень простая и понятная. Вот этот автомобиль напоминает Ниву. Здесь все очень просто и понятно. Набор кнопок и функций, вот он здесь, вот, все. Все просто, понятно, ограничено и, я так понимаю, сделано грамотно с точки зрения времени. Англичане выпускали эту машину десятки лет, не меняя ничего, только совершенствуя.
Hold here and just slide it up. Hold your hand here and slide up. Yeah, that's it. Because if you are not in the same angle, this will bend. And can I put it in your car?
Yeah, sure.
Watch out for my door.
Yeah, this door feels. I mean, like you can use it like for kite surfing or windsurfing. It's like good kite.
Just hold it.
Is it window?
No. It's just like
Yeah, plastic.
plastic.
Ну что ж, ребят, поехали, посмотрим, что такое Caterham. Да? Чарльз очень крутой водитель.
Это сервис.
Can you say it again?
Это сервис.
Ну, ехать здесь как бы тесненько. Но при этом, при том, что тесненько, ну, мест как бы хватает. Вот мы сидим как бы рука о руку, близко. Но как-то машина располагает и объединяет, я бы так сказал. А, смотрите, колеса поворачиваются, не видим, как поворачиваются колеса. I'm telling that, I mean, like you can physically see, like literally see how your steering wheel goes. I mean,
Yeah, like this.
А, круто.
With a cover and you can feel every bump
Yeah.
on the road and then you're...
No, I mean, like it feels like you feel the road.
Yes.
Physically.
Yes, that's why when you go to Thai Motion, it's really too much for this car because it's
Yeah. Pum, pum, pum.
yeah. For Hong Kong, this is a perfect car, but only for crazy guy like me. If you have to enjoy AC, there's no AC. There's no any luxury in this car. There's no like heater seat or.
Yeah.
Basically, every time you're in this car, you're sweating because you know, as you are sweating, I know. It's
Not yet, but I will.
you're enjoying the basics of driving. What's about less than 20? Less than 20. There one, I think it's 2001 or 2006, something like that. I'll send you the link. I'll take a look.
Because I'm thinking actually to sell this car.
And you can buy 2 or 3. I don't know, a lot of them.
And then maybe to sell my Integra and to get a one which is, I mean, like, dude, it feels like a go-kart.
Yeah, right. But and then it also trains your driving skills because without good skills, I mean, you can drive it slowly for sure. Everyone can drive, but if you want to do what I did, you have to be more. You have to be very precise.
Accurate, precise,
Precise and aggressive because if you don't, the car gonna push or it's not gonna do what you want. So you have to be. It's like driving a go-kart. If you don't drive it in a proper way, you can't drive it fast.
Ребят, я не могу проехаться на этой машине по причине того, что там слишком узкий узел педалей, и я в своих здоровых кроссовках там не помещусь. Ощущение от этого автомобиля невероятная скорость, не в смысле быстро, а в смысле ощущения от скорости. То есть машина при 60, из-за того, что ты сидишь низко, вот прям перед тобой земля рядом, она чувствуется как бы такой прям реальной скоростью, да? И управляемость, ну, может быть, потому что это в руках Чарльза, у нее невероятная. Торможение, ускорение, из-за того, что этот автомобиль очень легкий, динамика, ну, просто потрясающая. Мы выехали из поворота, из закрытого поворота, где стоял автобус, и просто остановились. На своей Audi я бы был вот в той машине, которая там стояла, точно. То есть, несмотря на огромные свои тормозища, моя Audi тормозит намного хуже, чем этот Caterham. Я уже задаю этот вопрос Чарльзу, типа, чувак, а где же мне такую же купить, как бы, ну и... То есть, нет, да. Шутки шутками, но я вижу в ней только один минус. Один. Это то, что в ней нет кондиционера, и то, что в ней невероятно мерзко, гадко, жестко ездить в пробках. В остальном мега тачка. В прошлый раз мы встречались с Чарльзом в русском ресторане под названием «Дача». Там вкусная пища, которая прям вот из СССР. В этот раз Чарльз позвал нас в тайский ресторан. Я вам скажу, здесь очень-очень-очень вкусно. Прям классно.
That's why every time when I park in an open space, if I'm not watching or if I'm watching, when I go back to my car, my mirrors are like twisted or something because people are so close to my car. Their body touches, their body touch my mirror and then they change the position.
Ребят, в этой машине есть встроенная сигнализация. Если вы отошли от машины далеко и слышите крики, значит, кто-то подошел слишком быстро к выхлопной трубе. То есть выхлопная труба, вот прям вот эта вот горячая штука отпугнет.
Hello, Привет, Russian fans. Long time no see, so I hope you guys are staying safe during these crazy times. I hope to be back in Russia soon. Please be ready for me and see you guys soon. Пока-пока.